Hey everyone, Theo here. Today I'm reviewing the Fulaim F1000, which is a wireless mic system that can be used to record audio to a camera, computer, tablet, and phone. First of all, disclaimer, this is a review sample provided by the company. In this video, I'll just present to you my findings so that you can decide whether or not this is worth the money. At the time of review, the price of this set with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver is $210 US, and that may or may not include shipping depending on where you are. And if you get the set with 1 transmitter and 1 receiver, it's US $160. I will recommend you get the set with 2 transmitters if you have the budget, because this receiver can record 2 audio channels, so this can be used to record interviews. And even if you are just a single person recording yourself, you can use one as a backup. This, by the way, is the charging case for the wireless mics. And for this video, I will also be comparing the Fulaim F1000 to the Fulaim X5, which is the other wireless mic system the company is selling. This set with 2 transmitters and 1 receiver is US $130, and these 2 slots are empty because I'm using the mic to record the audio for this review. Alright, let me give you the bottom line up front. The main reason why the F1000 is more expensive compared to the X5 is because other than the wireless mics and the adapters required for recording audio to the camera, tablet, and phone, you also get 2 lavalier mics, which are not included with the X5, and these 2 can be quite useful because you can use the lavalier mics to hide the transmitters if you do not want to clip this to the collars or to the shirt. The Fulaim X5 system is smaller because the transmitter, the receiver, and charging case are all smaller, and the X5 has onboard audio recording, which you can use as a backup in case the internal audio recording screws up. For audio quality, the X5 records very clean audio to mirrorless cameras, and unfortunately for the F1000, there is slight static when recording audio to mirrorless cameras, regardless of the settings that are used for the mic and also for the camera. The upside is the F1000 records very clean audio through USB to phones, tablets, and computers, whereas for the X5, I usually have to increase the volume or the gain significantly for the audio to be heard properly. So my recommendation is this: if you are recording to a mirrorless camera, go with the Fulaim X5 because the recording will be cleaner and this is also cheaper. And if you need the lavalier mics, you can buy them separately. If you are recording to an iPhone or an Android phone, I recommend the F1000 because the audio recording is cleaner and the volume that's recorded is louder. And now on to the full review. Let's look at the items included with the purchase. So that's the packaging box, the charging case, 2 transmitters, 1 receiver, the manual, which you can also download from the website. This is the carrying pouch with drawstrings that you can use to keep the case, and also all these cables. This is a 3.5mm to 3.5mm audio cable. This is a Lightning to USB-C cable for recording audio to an iPhone, and this is a USB-C to USB-C cable for recording audio to USB-C devices. This is USB-A to USB-C for charging the charging case. There are 2 lavalier mics and 2 furry windshields. This is the charging case for the receiver and 2 transmitters. The cover is magnetic. That's the USB-C charging port by the side, battery charging indicator, and inside we have the transmitters and receiver, and this will snap into the slots with magnets, and the charging connectors are inside. This charging case that I have here actually has some problem with the internal battery, because when I put the receiver back in and the transmitter back in, they should power off automatically and start charging, but I don't see the charging indicator, and the battery charging status here is not showing up. So if I connect this case to power, you can see the battery charging icon here. This is actually the second review sample Fulaim has sent to me. The first set also has the same problem with the charging case, And this is where I have to mention about devices with small batteries in them. If you do not use them for long periods of time, you will have to charge them regularly, maybe once a month or twice a month, just to make sure the battery does not stay discharged for long periods of time, which will actually damage the battery. Anyway, if the charging case is working properly, it can provide 2 extra chargers for the receiver and the transmitter. And the battery life for the transmitter and receiver is 6 hours each. So with 2 extra chargers, you can get a total of 18 hours. However, it's not continuous 18 hours. For example, if you have this on your camera and this runs out of battery after 6 hours, you will have to stop working and put this back to the charging case to charge it. The full charge will take 2 hours. If this transmitter runs out of power after 6 hours, you don't have to worry because there are 2. So you can actually fall back on the other one with the full charge. If you want to, you can actually connect a portable battery to this to charge it. You can connect an extra USB power bank to your camera to provide this receiver with a much longer battery life. One thing I really like about the Fulaim X5 is when you put the mics in the case, they will power off automatically and start charging. When you take the mics out of the case, they will power on automatically, ready for use. So it's really convenient. With the Fulaim F1000, when you put the mics in the case, they will power off and start charging. But when you take them out of the case, they do not power on automatically, so you have to power on the mics manually. So this is one extra step. Let's take a closer look at the receiver and the transmitters. So the receiver will go onto the recording device and the transmitters will go onto the person. This is quite compact and very portable. The weight is 40 grams for the receiver and 26 grams for the transmitter. And this is how big it is compared to this SD card. The receiver is about 2.5 times bigger than this SD card, but of course this is much thicker. And this is the transmitter, which is also kind of big, relatively speaking, compared to the transmitter from the Fulaim X5, which you can see is quite small. The receiver for the Fulaim X5 is also quite small. On the receiver, there is this display that shows you information on the connection strength to the transmitters that this is connected or paired to. There is the battery life indicator, whether the audio is working, the audio gain, and the recording mode. This is the power button. This button is for adjusting audio gain, and this is for adjusting the different recording modes from standard to low cut to active noise cancelling to KTV mode with echo. That's the connector for the charging case. And on this side, we have the USB-C out to your phone. So this will record audio to your phone or to your tablet or to your computer. This 3.5mm will go to a mirrorless camera, and this is the audio jack for monitoring the audio. And there is this clip here. You can attach this to the hot shoe of the camera, and this is quite secure. Next, you can attach the 3.5mm audio cable to the mic input port of the camera. And as you can see, this setup is quite small. It doesn't add much weight to the camera. One thing I like about this receiver is the display is on this side and not on the top, so the display is not facing the sun and it's just easier to look at the display this way. All the cables provided, by the way, are labeled. One important thing to take note here is there are 2 3.5mm ports here. Make sure you connect the cable to the correct port, and I have on several occasions connected the cable to the wrong port. This is the transmitter. The build quality for the transmitter, receiver, and charging case is pretty good. There are 2 lights here. One is for the signal strength and one is for battery life. This is the omnidirectional mic. That's the 3.5mm audio jack that you can use to connect a lavalier mic. And if you use a lavalier mic, you can hide this transmitter somewhere behind your shirt. Otherwise, you will have to clip this to your collar or somewhere on your shirt. And this size is kind of big, relatively speaking, compared to other transmitters that I have seen. So with the lights and with the size, this can attract people's attention. So personally for me, I will want to hide this somewhere with the help of the lavalier. That's the connector for charging the transmitter, USB-C for charging the transmitter, the power button. This is the furry windshield for blocking out wind noise, and this uses a slip-on design, so you can install this easily. But if you accidentally brush against this, this may fall off. So I will constantly check to make sure that this is always attached to the transmitter so that I don't lose this. And now I'm going to let you listen to the audio quality from the Fulaim F1000 wireless mic. Currently, I'm recording with the Fulaim X5, so this is the audio quality from the Fulaim X5 that you can use for comparison purposes. I've just switched over to the Fulaim F1000 wireless mic, and this is the audio quality you can expect from this wireless mic. I am going to attach the lavalier mic later so that you can compare the audio quality from this mic without the lavalier and with the lavalier attached. So I've just attached the lavalier mic to the transmitter, and this is the audio quality you can expect from the Fulaim F1000 transmitter and receiver with the lavalier attached. So this is the audio quality you can expect. The weight of this transmitter is 26 grams, which is not that heavy, but it's heavy enough to pull down your shirt if your shirt is not stiff enough. So this is the audio quality at normal mode, and I'm going to switch over to the low cut mode right now by pressing the button. So this is the low cut filter mode. I'm not sure if you can hear any difference. So this is the low cut filter mode, and the next mode that I'm going to switch to is the DSP mode, which is the active noise cancelling mode. So this is the DSP active noise cancelling mode, and what I want you to listen for is whether there is any distortion with my voice, because usually when you activate noise cancelling, there will be some distortion as the software is trying to filter out the ambient or the background noise. And the last mode that I want to show you or let you hear is the KTV mode. So this is the KTV mode with echo. I'm not sure what's the use case for this mode. Anyway, it's there if you need it. And right now I'm recording audio to the iPhone. So this is the audio quality you can expect when recording with the Fulaim F1000 to the iPhone. Can you see how the mic actually droops forward due to the weight? And I don't actually like that, so I would prefer to use this mic with a lavalier that you can clip here that is also not as visible compared to what's here right now. And this is the audio quality you can expect when recording with the Fulaim F1000 to an Android tablet or to any device that uses USB-C, such as a computer. And notice I have clipped the mic to the side of the collar so that it doesn't droop forward as much. So this is the audio quality you can expect with the Fulaim F1000 with USB-C audio recording. And now I'm back to recording with my mirrorless camera. In the next segment, we will hear how effective noise cancelling is. So listen for any distortion that may be present due to software correction. I've just turned up the noise, so I'm just playing some cafe noise video that I found on YouTube. So this is the sound quality you can expect when there is no active noise cancelling. I want you to listen to the noise for a while. So this is without any noise cancelling. And now I'm going to enable noise cancelling. Alright, noise cancelling is enabled, and this is the audio quality you can expect when there is active noise cancelling. I want you to listen for any distortion that may be present with the software correction for noise cancelling. So this is the audio quality you can expect when there is active noise cancelling. So I've just switched back to using the Fulaim X5 for recording this conclusion. So, is the F1000 worth the money? Well, the sound quality will vary depending on the device that you use. So, as mentioned earlier during the bottom line, if you are recording to mirrorless cameras, I recommend you get the Fulaim X5. If you are recording to a USB device such as a phone, tablet, or computer, it seems like the audio quality you can get from the F1000 is better. So this is my conclusion and this is my review. If you guys have other questions, let me know in the comment section below. And if you are interested to buy the mics, consider helping my channel by making your purchase through the affiliate links in the video description below at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching. See you guys again. Bye.